This Hangout on Air is live. Saturday live. How are you all out there? Let's check and see. Nobody's here. Riley is here. He's number one. Kiefer Kirby, you're number two. GD, you're number three. Oregon Grown, number four. 68 Abel, number five. Harry Peters, number six. From Halifax, Nova Scotia. GD, hit my Faith in the Fallen. Hello. Would you like to come on panel? Faith in the Fallen. Hello. How are you, Faith in the Fallen? Can you guys hear me? Hit that like button. Hello, Rebecca Gerson. T-Short 99. It's my cousin's 16th birthday. Please do a 16-hour live stream. No, I'm not going to do that. Hello, Jay Greenbaum. Would you like to come on panel, Jay Greenbaum? I'm here till, I guess, 12:40 to 12:30. No, Riley, you're not. Sure, Malloy, give me a few minutes. All right, I got to get the thing going here. I'm going to hate when they leave Hangouts. Can you say happy birthday? Hello. Swagrid 314, happy birthday. Sandy A7, hello. Jordan 3434. I'm going to take you to Pound Town. Malloy. Okay. Get okay, here we go. Let me see here. Faith in the Fallen. Okay. Get you in here. There you go. I sent you one. All right, Faith the Fallen, I got you. Oh, here's the rules, dude. Hey, what's up, Mr. Turtle? Where are you at, Mr. Turtle? How come the Nightbot's not working? That's not good. When the Nightbot's not working. Shoot. I wonder what's going on. Okay, Jay Greenbaum, I'll put you on. Got you. Hopefully it'll work. There you go. Hopefully this will work. Sent you in your Gmail. All right. There's the rules. It works. I see it. I know. I see it too. It's working. So I got Jay Greenbaum and mine is July 1st. Jay Greenbaum wants to come on. That's awesome. My birthday's July 1st. It's going good. Where's the other unusual suspect? Hold on a second. I gotta go and get some Diet 7-Up. Oh, I have a little bit left. Darn.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, wait. Oh, here we are. It got me a little Diet 7-Up, not much that was left in the bottle. Did the link work?
Of course it did.
Oh, okay, good. I was checking, making sure. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I usually start at 1 o'clock, but I decided to start now to get it over with. To get it over with early instead of late. New songs?
Yeah, a couple.
Couple new songs. What's your latest one?
My fancy shoes. Before that, it was I Feel the La La Love, and before that, it was Just Being Me.
What was the latest? My what?
Fancy shoes.
My Fancy Shoes?
Yep.
Did you do that earlier? Have you done that earlier? Or
Yeah, but what we did was we kind of changed it up and added guitar to it and changed the chorus a bit. So.
Oh, before it wasn't, right?
Yeah, before it was just keys and stuff.
Mr. Turtle, thank you for that info. Appreciate that. So that was just posted how long ago? A couple days?
I think 3 days now.
3 days? I said a couple. 3? Okay. A few days ago then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to check it out and comment on it.
Well, thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So how's everything else going? How's Mrs. Malloy?
Mrs. Malloy's doing great. How is Mrs. Anderson doing?
Doing very fantastic.
Yeah, my wife is doing very well.
Good.
She can't complain. I cooked her a couple of tamales yesterday for lunch. Well, I didn't cook them. I put them in the microwave and nuked them.
Nice.
So you're doing excellent, right?
Yep.
Mr.
Hello, Turtle.
She's doing excellent, sir. Jay Greenbaum waiting for him now. Come on.
Nice.
So, yeah, I decided to do this early.
Yeah, I haven't been up in a while. I've missed you guys.
Oh, let's see. I had a panel Thursday, but no one came on. So I was taking taking on scammers Thursday.
I was at softball games.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you weren't around on Thursday at all then, huh?
No.
Kids softball?
No, actually, husband's softball team, they had a double header on Thursday.
You play slow pitch or fast pitch softball?
Fast.
Oh, cool. What position does he play, you know?
Third base.
Third base?
Yes.
Cool. Did they win?
Yes. They're number one in their league as of last year, and this year they're doing pretty good as well. So they haven't been beat yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're
It
good
must be a
team
good
guys.
team.
Yeah, they are.
Cool.
Most of them are ex-military, so they've all been playing for a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know. David Perishville, Kabbalah, Mamam. Hey, well, that's not, Riley's not even here. He left, I think. He doesn't stay long. Let's not knock anybody, guys. Riley's not here. Hello, Oregon Grown. I think I said hello earlier.
Yeah, cheers. Hope
Cheers.
you're doing well.
Yep. Oregon Grown, are you growing weed? Weed. Shiznizzle. Weed. He not allowed on panel, no. Hello, Monica B. How are you? Yes, sir. How many plants are you allowed to grow? How many beautiful plants are you allowed to grow? Oregon Grown. The weather has turned 4. That's all Oregon allows is 4 plants. It's not very many.
Oh, Jay Green Mom.
Is he here? I don't see him. How do you see him? Oh, there he is. Hello, Jay Greenbaum.
What is up, Mr. Malloy?
Not much. I'm getting ready for the warmer weather so I can do my audit of the National Guard, sir.
Oh boy.
Hey, I don't think they're gonna come out.
I don't think so either.
They're not gonna bother.
They're gonna be busy taking poops.
Even if that and that they I'm going to take pictures of their sign. I'm allowed to do that now. Allowed to take pictures of their sign or signs. It says no enter, no. What does it say on their blue and white sign? Blue, red, right, and blue sign.
No one authorized entry beyond this point. Something along those lines.
Yes,
Deadly Force is authorized. See base command reference, and then it'll probably give the reference number.
exactly. I'm gonna see if they're gonna be wearing their headgear if they do come out.
Hey, just because you're doing the wrong thing doesn't mean they get to.
I'm doing the right thing. I'm exercising my freedoms.
Well, we've already gone over that, Michael.
I know, but
but I'm just saying, just because you're doing the wrong thing doesn't mean they get to be doing the wrong thing. That's called integrity. So yeah, make sure they're wearing their hats.
Their headgear. I still feel that I'm doing the right thing, though. If Furry was in the Army and she did it, and she did Air Force,
You know, I bet Ted Bundy thought he was doing the right thing.
hey, come on now. That's like apples and oranges. I'm not.
No. That's the thing is this and this.
So according to God, I'm not sinning if I take video of their guard armory.
I do believe, though, it was Jesus who said, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, which means obey the law of the land. So,
well, that was taxes.
he's saying follow the laws. of the area. That's what
Well,
that was meant for.
I can't follow 713 laws
Sure you
in
can.
the Torah. No, I can't. I can't.
No, not in the Torah. Not in the Torah. That was Jesus who said that.
No,
So that was
713 laws of Torah.
right. But when Jesus in the Bible came along, he said that he's making a new law, a new covenant. So you don't go by the old laws of the Old Testament. So there's a difference. So
Well,
you're okay. Have fun. Have
I'm
fun.
following both. I'm following both the old and the new. I don't throw out the old.
Well, that's okay. That's fine. Well, then you do have 700 and something laws you need to follow, and it's actually more like 1,000.
Well, it says 713 in Torah.
There's probably more.
Those are Torah laws.
There's more laws that the Jews have added to their own thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. Audit the post office, says Harold Belvins. Blevins. You can audit them, but that's not a government agency.
No, it's not. It is.
Hi, Faith.
Hey.
I don't think I will. They're actually doing some
You
damage.
should call an auditor and audit an auditor.
Post office?
I got a scam call the other day, Michael. I tried to call them back.
Did you call them back?
Yeah, they didn't answer.
The post office, it's a government agency. It's not owned by the government. Right? The post office?
The U.S. Postal Service used to be a government agency. It's not anymore.
It's not anymore. It used to be.
It used to be.
And they cannot kick you out. They can if you do a disturbance.
Sure, of course.
But, you know. And knock it off with O'Reilly Finch Field. I'm giving you a warning. Next will be, if you keep doing it, next will be a deleted message. I'm shaking my head. Oregon, what are you shaking your head about? They have federal regulations on site they have to follow.
Sure, of course. So do doctors.
Everybody does, pretty much, though. I mean, if you're smoking weed in Oregon, the feds can bust you. The city and state can't, but the feds can. Oh, David, yeah. The post office is a branch of the executive department. It's created by the Constitution. It's still not part of the government anymore, right?
Mm-hmm. They separated in the mid-'90s and became. They're a government. Harold's not wrong. It was created by the Constitution, and they do have federal mandates they have to follow. But it used to be a federal job to be a postal worker, and it's still a government job, but it's different. They changed somehow, and I'm not sure, but I know that it's not 100% that they're not a government. Like U.S. Postal Service used to be ran by the U.S. government. Now it's different.
Let's see. Oh, I don't know how they work it anymore.
I don't know, but I just know it was separated from federal a while ago. But
They don't get a
who cares? It's
federal,
just federal. Nobody uses the post office anyway.
They don't get a federal check.
I don't know. I don't work for the post office. I know it's a government job, but it's not. There's something different about it.
Doesn't the U.S. Army get a federal check, or what do they give them?
What do you mean, like the pay? Who it comes from?
Yeah.
It comes from the DoD, Department of Defense.
Oh, okay. That's a government agency, right?
Department of Defense, yeah, of course.
Okay. Why is not allowed on panel? You must hate him or are very mad at him. I don't hate anybody. I dislike people, but I don't hate people.
Love and hate are very close.
There you go. Thank you. Jeez.
Hi, Turtle. What's up?
Who's ringing? Samantha?
Yeah,
Ah,
my phone, my son.
I see.
I might have to jump off and come back.
Okay. You have the link, so you're able to come back in.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys in a little bit, maybe.
I'm only on till like 12:43, I think. Something like that.
Alrighty, yeah, I gotta call him back.
Fuck. All right.
All right, we'll see you guys.
I do not dislike Riley. I like Riley. I don't dislike him. He's from Canada. To answer your question. No more talk about Riley, please. I have to mow the lawn. Go ahead and mow your lawn. Okay.
I hear you, Harold. Be safe out there, man. Drink lots of water. It's hot, bro. It's hot.
It's not too terribly hot here.
It's warm today here.
Let me see if the weather works. It's well, you're in Memphis or near Memphis anyway. You're
No,
close.
I'm
You're
3 hours from Memphis.
You're closer to Memphis than I am.
This is very true, sir.
For you're 4 hours away by car, really?
It's about an hour to Nashville, 2.5 hours to Memphis from Nashville.
There's Riley. Welcome back, Riley. My weather thing isn't working.
Hello, college debt slavery on Kendall. Oh, you guys got a nice day today outside. 63. Beautiful.
There it is. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Salem, Oregon? Here we go.
It's 62 degrees right now.
62. Siri's wrong. Nightbot knows. Sorry, I was getting lunch. Riley, that's okay.
Anything worth reviewing, Riley?
Yeah, what are you eating?
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, all on a sesame seed bun.
That's Mickey D's Big Mac.
I know.
I don't know how to do that one. I know how to do supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Can you do the alphabet backwards?
No.
You should practice. It's not hard.
Can you?
Yeah. Just write it down a few times, write it backwards, and read it as you write it. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Do it 2 or 3 times, write it down, and do it in red pen, and then just read it, and you'll have it in no time.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Just leftovers. Hey, sometimes leftovers are the best.
What kind of leftovers, Riley?
Maybe it was leftover food from a review.
Could be.
Very
What
well.
does he review anyway?
Do what now?
What does he review anyway?
I don't know. I've never met Riley before.
Ah,
Oh, pizza. Always a good thing.
there you go, pizza.
I got leftover pizza too.
I don't have any leftover pizza. Oh, did Faith jump off? She had to go, right? Yeah. The other guy is Jay Greenbaum. That's the other guy, Tyson. That sounds good. Salad with pepperoni in it. That sounds good.
Hi, Tyson.
You take it off the thing. Bill, it's 420. Where do I know you from? Are you an auditor? No, you didn't miss anything, Riley. Turtle is just counting days, counting down the days till In-N-Out opens. I had a dream the other night that I was literally eating In-N-Out most of the day. You've never even eaten In-N-Out burger, have you? Static Cost TV, hello.
That's why it's called In-N-Out. It's about how interested I am in a place. I'm in, I'm out.
In-N-Out Man is a car long line.
Wendy's is better.
I like In-N-Out better.
To each their own.
Don't you like Five Guys better than Wendy's?
I've never been to Five Guys.
Five Guys is pretty good. They have
There was a place in California. It was called the Straw Hat. They had a really good burger there.
Straw Hat. That sounds familiar.
I
68
think it was
Boston.
Boston, and I've never been to Boston in the fall. Hello, Travis.
AV Watchman getting kicked out of the post office from SGV News First.
Sweet.
Oh my God. He has shirts now. Well, you have shirts too.
I do it. I just released a new one.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. It's already sold its first one, so yay.
Cool.
That's right. And I got a new video in the works. This is going to be one of my masterpieces of a video. I promise laughter will ensue.
Awesome. Blibits 420. Can I just call you 420? Not an auditor yet. I'm not either. I'm going to be. I got my camera. But I'm going to get an 80D instead of the 70D. I gotta have this in my backup camera.
I bet I could throw that so far.
In case the Army, in case the glorified Boy Scouts of the National Guard try to ruin my camera.
If I was in, I would.
Oh gosh, I'm glad you're not at the Salem Army. You can get on it with your card, can't you?
I think I can. I can get on to access their pharmacy.
The National Guard has a pharmacy.
I'm sure there's a pharmacy on there or a hospital on base or some kind of medic wing that has some kind of access to medication. And
I mean,
they probably have a P Extra or a PX that I could probably access, or at least a shop bet.
I mean, you can get on there with your card, right?
Yeah. My VA ID will get me on.
Can you get on anyone
Pretty much any military installation.
except for Area 51, right?
Well, hey, get on Area 51. It's getting off that would be harder.
You can get on. Why would getting off of their thing be harder?
Because once you step on there, they're gonna detain you.
Oh well, yeah.
There was a tour service. He was driving a van, and he used to drive people as close as you could legally get to the place. And I guess he was talking to the passengers and not paying attention, and he ran the gate. They detained him for like 5.5 hours, and they were like, okay, it was just an accident. But yeah, 5.5 hours detained for accidentally. So yeah, getting onto Area 51 is no problem. It's trying to leave is going to be an issue.
California Guardian did an audit on Area 51. He didn't go on on their property though. He stopped just before it. You know, they got signs to keep out, that kind of crap. But it's been done.
There were parts of when I was at Aberdeen Proving Ground, I had to get special permission to go work with well, he wasn't a civilian. He was a retired sergeant major, but he had a government job. And we had to go to a special part of the base. And to go to that special part of the base, we had to go get special passes and releases, sign all this stuff, wear a visitor's badge. And that was just to go into one area to get like furniture. Because I guess the area they stored it in is Aberdeen Proving Ground is like a very special base. They do a lot of military testing equipment there. So, yeah, so just even on that base alone, just to go somewhere else, I needed special clearance. I was like, go pick up furniture. Like I said, I think I was picking up desks.
Was that Area 51?
Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland.
Oh, in Maryland. Oh.
Right off the Chesapeake.
Apparently Edwards Air Force Base sort of controls Area 51.
Yes, it's Nellis Air Force Base.
Nellis, I meant, yeah. And
yes, Nellis Air Force. It falls under Nellis Air Force Base, Groom Lake, S9.
Right, Groom Lake.
I almost tried to get stationed there just so I could go.
But you were in the Army. I can get in there.
Nellis Air Force Base has military personnel on base as well.
Oh, you mean like Army and Oh,
Yeah, it's Army Air Force. It's an Air Force base, but they have Army personnel there as well.
oh, they
Every
do?
base has a little bit of everybody there. There's no one particular base that has only those people there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Generally, like even Fort Campbell here, they don't have a lot of people, Air Force here at Fort Campbell, but they have a small amount that runs the airfields
Ah,
for like flight control, ground control, radar. All of that's done by the Air Force. Now, the helicopter side, that's done by Army.
and there's Army helicopters at Area 51.
I'm sure there are. At least got to be some kind of test equipment or some kind of helicopter equipment. If nothing more, it's probably stored at Nellis, and then if they need anything, it's probably shipped over down the road to Groom Lake.
But it's basically pretty much run by the Air Force, pretty much, right?
I wouldn't even say the Area 51 is probably run by not the Air Force. They're just supported by
A bunch of military, you're thinking?
I would imagine it would be a joint, but then again, though, it could probably be a blacklist of operations. Special clearance only. Mine only went up to secret, so I didn't get to know all the cool stuff.
I'd hate to go in that area. I'd hate to go in that area at all. I'd hate to be in that area. I think that's where the flying saucers are coming from. That's what I think. Do you think the enemy would try to blow up that area 51?
What now?
Do you think the enemy would try to blow up Area 51?
No, it's not a target of opportunity. There's nothing special there that would be worth hitting.
Why is it so top secret there then?
It's secret testing. That's where they tested the U-2.
So why wouldn't the enemy try to blow that place up?
Because it wouldn't be a value target. You would get for like research and development. I'm just going from a military aspect.
Oh,
So from a military aspect, hitting a base of that size or of what they do wouldn't be a target of value. It would disrupt things, but you wouldn't interrupt anything by doing that.
so the stealth bomber could even go into Area 51, right?
They tested the stealth bomber from Area 51.
They did?
Yeah, that's where the U-2 was tested. That's where the stealth bomber was tested.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it's a secret. It's a proving ground. They test stuff there.
The stealth bomber's still secret, right?
No, they've released information on that.
Yeah.
I believe the SR-71 was originally tested there.
Is that better than the stealth?
Oh, well, it's not that it's better, it's faster.
I still
I think it does New York to LA in an hour.
I still think the Air Force kind of controls that area, kind of.
I'm sure they do. It's under there, but that's a whole that's a base inside a base.
Ah,
So yeah, the Air Force is the main hub, but
okay,
then
there you
to
go.
go farther into the base, you have to have it's not Air Force personnel.
It's other, like you said, Army or whatever, right? SR-71 Blackbird, what is that?
That's the SR-71 Blackbird. It's one of the military's reconnaissance airplanes, high flying altitude. It's also the fastest airplane. I think it's capable of Mach 3.4.
Oh my God!
Once it takes off, they have to immediately refuel it.
What military has?
Our military.
Huh?
Our military.
No, I mean, what branch of military is it? That's what
I would either think Air Force or Navy.
I bet you it's Air Force.
Probably. But yeah, so the plane takes off. As soon as it takes off, they immediately refuel it in air. And then it does Mach 3.4, 3.5. I might be off on that a little bit, but basically that's something like 2,200 miles an hour. So it does California, it does LA to New York in an hour.
I want to go on that one.
Nope, Rob's right. Yep, Air Force and Navy. They control that bird.
Oh, Air Force and Navy.
Now, though, the Army has more planes than the Air Force, and the Army has more boats than the Navy.
Hello, Snowy. Mid-air refueling is crazy.
I think it's cool. What a fun job.
Oh, man.
Mid-air
I want to be on that Blackbird.
I found a video of us in Afghanistan flying in the German helicopter.
Wait, how can Air Force and Navy own that thing?
Well, they probably it's That's the branches that would be in control of it. You know, the SR-70, they may have one in the Air Force, and the Navy may have one in its inventory.
Oh, I see. And the Navy has more explosives than anybody else. Really?
No.
I don't think so.
Now they've got some big firepower. I'll give them that, because them guns on those, and those are called guns, not weapons. Those are called guns. The guns on the ship are huge. The powder charges alone are ridiculous. I would say the Navy definitely boasts the biggest booms.
Oh, like the Tomahawk missiles?
Navy EOD up here. That's you? That's what's up. I knew some EOD guys, some Army EOD guys.
What's EOD mean?
Explosive ordnance disposal.
What are they?
So when you find an unexploded ordnance, unexploded bomb or something, you call EOD. They come out and they put another bomb next to it and blow the bomb up. Or if we found an IED, they would come out and clear the IED. Their job is to blow up stuff, blow up the blow-ups.
2 tickets to the gun show.
Thank you for your father's service, Snowy. Make sure you relay that to him from me.
Yeah, thank you, Snowy. My brother was in Vietnam. 3 tours of duty. And
I only did 2 tours.
Army helicopter pilot.
That's awesome.
Yep. He loved it.
He was a photographer. That was one of my jobs I wanted. I wanted to do radio broadcast journalism in the military, but I was lazy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Snowy.
Sorry to hear that, Snowy.
Your dad's still in Valhalla with the rest of us heroes. Hua.
Hua.
I shouldn't say that. I'm not a hero.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, I'm just a guy who got lost after college.
You're a hero. Navy here was FRBT. What's that?
I'm not familiar. That's an acronym. I'm just not familiar with.
I don't know.
There's millions of them.
Isn't the atomic bomb the worst bomb that they had back in World War II?
What about it?
You know, in the atomic bomb, the worst bomb they had in World War II, hydrogen bomb or whatever.
They used an atomic bomb. It was the most powerful blast that they used, but it wasn't the most devastating.
Oh, okay.
If you actually look at it, during World War II, when they were hitting mainland Japan, they were doing fire bombings because a lot of the structures there were wooden, so it burned up a lot. That killed more people than the nukes did combined.
I didn't.
But the point of though is that you were able to do massive amount of damage all at once.
Buildings and crap like that.
Chief Petty Officer. Snowy, I know this may sound like an odd thing, but if you want to get with me on your channel, if you will give me his name and rank, I can look him up on DKO.
You can even look up my brother on DKO.
Yeah, you can find your brother on DKO. Well, your brother was Army, he would be AKO.
Oh, AKO. What's that?
I found my grandpa on AKO.
What's AKO mean?
Army Knowledge Online.
Oh,
So it's a private internet server that the military uses. Like I have my own special email, j.greenbaum@usarmy.gov.
cool.
And everybody who's ever been in the military has one. Even if you were in World War I and they have Army records of you, you have an AKO account.
Oh, wow.
You just haven't logged into it and activated it yet, obviously, because there was no access to it. But I can find any military personnel based on their name and rank. Find their email address, information about them, their last duty station, their MOS, stuff like that.
Elvis. Hello, Danny, a.k.a. Danny. Daniel, a.k.a. Danny.
Danielle, aka Danny D. There you go. Snowy says he can. I'll be happy to look that up for you. We can find information. Like I said, my grandfather was in my same unit before it moved to California. So I went through old records when I found that out, and I was able to find like some signatures of his. Not much, but there it was.
You can look up my father's Army Air Corps record.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Well, not record. I could find out basic information on him. Not record. I don't have access to records. That's private information.
Would it say something like gunner?
It'll give me his name, his rank, last known duty station, last known MOS,
Would it say
hometown?
Black Widow fighter?
No, it won't say like that. It won't give very specifics. It'll give me a code, and then you can look the code up to figure out what it is.
Black Widow gunner.
Yeah, we can look that up. That's easy to find out, though.
It is?
Yeah, well, for me it is. I just have to access the website.
Shoot, I should give you my email. Gmail.
Well, I have your Gmail. If you want me to, hold on, let me get onto AKO real quick.
Okay. His name was John Malloy.
Let me see if it'll let me log into AKO.
I don't care about giving it out on here.
You are not a private connection. I know it's government. Back advance.
Army Air Corps, which is now the Air Force, was in the Army, part of the Army.
All right, I'm gonna have to download certificates for this one.
What's that mean?
It's
a hassle.
No, it's just I forgot I don't have the certificates downloaded. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find my Army cert. So to get to these websites, you have to be given certain files that allow you into the website to get past certain things. I used to keep them on my old computer, and they were already installed, so I'm going to have to re-download them. Basically, it's just it's certificates. I'm trying to figure out. It's like an authorization. I don't know how to really describe it. It's just certificates. To access the website, you need this file. So. Well, that's okay. No big. Hey, the military isn't for everybody, Snowy. It's not for most people aren't fit for service. What'd they say? 95% of America is unfit for service. And only of the 5% that are fit, only 1% of the population, less than 1% serves.
Wow.
So, no big deal, man. Lots of people didn't get in. I kind of lied. I had asthma.
We're talking military talk, guys. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, we'll change it, please. I don't want anyone to feel like we're talking something silly here.
No,
they don't feel interested. We'll change the topic.
No, people are interested. Someone said, Blue Elvis said, I did 18 months compulsory Army service, but that was not in the USA. That was somewhere else, right, Elvis? I'm not diminishing any country's army, by the way. But I like that. Are you able to look up my father?
I don't have the certificate. I'm going to have to download certificates.
How long does that take? An hour?
It's going to take me more time than I have to do a stream with you, and I have to get ready to stream here in about half an hour. But I will get on it. Give me a little bit of time, and I'll start downloading. I know I can get them on my phone easy enough. I can get a hold of some old people and have them send them to me.
Cool.
And then I can log back into the system. It's been a while since I used AKO.
Oh, Elvis was in the army in the Netherlands.
Oh, very cool.
I didn't know they had an army there. Just kidding.
You had asthma and other things? Yeah, I lied about my asthma.
You did?
Yeah, I wasn't letting that hold me back.
If you'd have said you had asthma, they wouldn't let you enlist.
They would have gotten me a waiver, but it wasn't necessary because it doesn't bother me that much. But I just didn't feel it was necessary, so I just didn't say. My recruiter told me to do that.
So you lied.
I didn't lie. I just didn't say.
Oh, jeez.
It didn't affect me anyway. I finished basic training, no problem. Finished my AIT. Went into all kinds of 26 months in combat. So obviously it wasn't that big of a deal. So I made the right call. I did find something, though, the other day I'm not supposed to have, Michael.
From the army?
Yeah.
What is it? You're not going to tell us, are you?
I actually need to go on base and give it back to him.
No.
Let me make sure there's nothing you guys can see that's going to be important here. You don't need to see my
bracelet?
middle name. No. I found my military ID.
You found it? What's wrong with giving it back to him? Why can't
This isn't mine. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the U.S. government. I was supposed to turn it in when I got out, but because I was on, I left Tennessee before I was technically out of the military. I had the card and I never turned it in yet. So I need to drive up to base and hand it to the guard. See, though, to access stuff online, you need that chip. Just like that chip came out for your debit card. Yeah, the military did that first.
Right, but that's you, right?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I don't want you guys to see. You don't need to see some of the information that's on there.
Well, why can't you keep it?
Because it's not mine.
Wait, but it's got your picture on it.
Doesn't belong to me. It's the government's property.
You could
just like the military. Now, here's something for you. You say my picture and everything. Did you know that in the Army, you can get an Article 15 for getting a sunburn?
That's weird.
Because you have intentionally allowed government property to be damaged.
Oh, I see. That's like saying if you shoot your own foot off, that's government property.
You've intentionally damaged government property. Right. So I got a really bad sunburn in California, and I had to keep it to myself for like 3 days.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh, doing sit-ups with a bad sunburn is horrible.
Oh. What would they have done to you if you'd told them you had a sunburn?
Honestly, my NCOs probably wouldn't have done anything. They probably would have slapped my back all day.
Just a hard time.
But see, though, you have to remember with the military, there's rules, and then there's the right way, the wrong way, and their way. So the rule book says you do it this way. You know, if the soldier gets sunburned, Article 15. But that's silly and ridiculous. So they don't implement it. Now, if a soldier is problematic and they're constantly doing stupid things, then you can use the rule book to your favor. But I was never problematic. I was on time. I worked hard. I did all my jobs. So if I show up with the sunburn, it's like, you can give me an Article 15, but do you think he's going to work as well if he's pissed off? Probably not. So they just was like, all right, whatever. And like I said, I didn't tell anybody.
Snorri says I have a military ID from when she was 10 years old.
I like what Oregon. Yeah, that's the right way, the wrong way, and their way.
I think you should keep that ID anyhow.
Well, I'm not supposed to. There's
what happens if you use that to get on Area 51? Can you?
Well, it's expired. See, it's got the big expiration date right at the top, 2015.
Ah, crap.
And honestly, it's an old one. It doesn't have my rank correct. It still has me when I was a specialist. So it's not correct. There's also a bunch of information stored on this chip. And I'm not supposed to have that. If somebody got a hold of this, they could do some really bad things. So I really do. I'm gonna go turn it in. I do need to go turn it in. What's my favorite military discount? Free, Cajun.
Is what?
Free.
Free.
No, I used to get uncomfortable when people would do stuff like that. Like I was in an airport trying to get like a burrito or something. Sitting down, and then when it came time to pay my bill, they're like, somebody already paid it for you. And it was, I appreciated that people did that, but I always wished that they would have said something ahead of time so I could at least thank them. But it always made me uncomfortable when people would do stuff like that. And it's not, I know that people want to because they're very appreciative. And that's what they used to tell us was like, look, when people do this, it's going to make you uncomfortable, but let them do it because they want to. But don't ever take money. No taking money. We can never accept money.
You can't?
No, that's unprofessional. I used to tell people they'd be, I was at a baseball game and some people found out I was military and the guy's like, I want to give you boys $20 each. I was like, nah, you can't do that. We can't accept money. That's not allowed. But if you'd like to buy me a beer, that's okay.
What happens if they gave you $20?
People can take it. You can take it. It's just, it's very unprofessional. You don't take money from people. You get a paycheck. They already are paying you. Now, if someone wants to show appreciation and buy you a meal or a drink or something, that's completely okay. You know, that's no big deal. They could do that, but no one deserves to give me extra money for the job I was already being paid to do. It's unprofessional. And the military, especially the U.S. military, they drilled into us, we are professionals. So act like it. So
you still have that ID expired, but you have another ID that's still valid, right?
Hold on, I'll grab that one. Oh, I'm sold. Okay, so now the ID I have is my VA ID.
Oh, so
Oh, there's my. This is one thing Obama did. Thank you, Obama. There's my Veterans Choice Program card.
what does that mean?
That means I can use that card to go see any doctor I want anywhere.
You can go to the VA.
No. That's my VA ID. That gets me treatment at any VA center, anywhere I want to go. This one gets me to go see a doctor anywhere I want, anytime I want, for anything I want, paid for.
Oh, that's free?
Yeah. Thank you, Obama. That's one good thing Mr. President Obama did for me.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
You got me the
Obama
Veterans
set the
Choice.
rules with the freaking I can't photograph or
Yeah, he did a good job on that one. I'll give him that. But then at the time, though, when these were issued, it was impossible to get approved. But now you can. But yeah, there's my new ID. There's my VA ID. U.S. Army.
So you could use that to get on a base too, right?
Yes, this will get me onto a base.
And it never expires.
This one doesn't expire. I think it's good for 50. This is good until 2024, and I got it in 2013, so they're good for like 12 years.
But you can renew it too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I just go get a new picture taken. That's it.
There you go. My brother's got all kind of benefits too. I don't got any of those kind of benefits. I want to do a protest. I don't have those benefits. What is National Guard benefits? What do they get?
Nothing.
They don't.
They get medical insurance while they're in.
Uh-huh.
And their pay.
How long do they serve in there? 6 years?
In the National Guard, to retire from the Guard is 40 years.
They have to be in there 40 years. Wow.
Yeah. Twice as long as active duty.
Wow.
Now, see what I did. We had a one NCO. He'd been in the National Guard for 17 years. And he was like, man, I have to retire. It's going to take me another 23 years to retire from the Guard. And he was already like 60 something. So he's like, I transferred to active duty for 3 years, where my time from the Guard will carry over to this. So I only have to do 3 years active and I can retire. So he came and did his last 3. He trained to go to Vietnam. And then we went to Afghanistan with him. Great guy. Loved him to death. He didn't know about the knee pad inserts on the ACUs. And I had to show him. I was like, sir, sorry, the uniform you're wearing, see these pockets? This is what this is for. He was like, I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
All we're doing is talking about military. We're not talking about, let's not get into controversial political topics here. Exactly, juxtapose.
I'm not saying Obama did a lot of great things, and I apologize if anyone. I'm just saying that's something that for veterans, I can't. You know, when a guy does something good for somebody, you gotta recognize. I'm not saying it outweighs this. I'm just saying that's something good he did. You know, I didn't vote Obama. I didn't vote at all at that time. But that was something good he did that helped out veterans. So I can't say, I can't hate the man for doing something. When they do something right, you do something right. When you do something dumb, you call him out on something dumb. You do something good, call him out on something good. And that was something good he did. So.
Well, my wife voted for President Obama.
That's okay. Hey, you vote for whoever you want. It's your American right. Do whatever the hell you like. But yeah, he did something good for me and got me my Veterans Choice Program card. So I can go see doctors easier if I need to. But I'm the kind of guy where I'm not going to waste American people's money. I already do what I need, so I'm not going to go see a ton of doctors. How interesting.
Yeah. Now, what has Trump done for VA?
Trump has reinforced the. All right, so when that Veteran Choice card came out, it was still very hard to get approval. Now it's easy as hell.
Hello, West Haven. So I did have to go to the ER back in December, and I couldn't make it to the VA. So all I had to do was call the number on the back of my card. They called the hospital and said, we're sending a veteran to you right now. And they were there waiting for me. That didn't help, but they were there. Brooke Dial, would you like to come on panel to discuss what you're talking about? I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can, I guess.
What are we talking about, bro?
Brooke was talking about some other.
Military is controversial. How is the military controversial? I was in the military. We're just talking about my time in the service.
Hello, John Wright.
Not controversial.
Hello, West Haven. How are you? I saw your live performance in the car.
I think everybody should know about the military. It's your military. You should know the ins and outs just as well as everybody else.
Except for the military secrets.
Well, yeah, there's things you don't need to know, but the basic in and outs everybody should know about their military. It's your military. You should all go get passes and go on base and take tours. Go see the museums. Go walk around base. You're more than welcome to. It's easy to get a pass to get on post. You just need driver's license, valid insurance, and up-to-date registration, and you can get a day pass. Go see go to every post has a museum. Every post has a museum.
Even
Go check it out. They're always fun. Fort Campbell one here is really nice.
Even the National Guard does.
Nashville. Oh boy, you're just south of me, Nashville news.
Aren't you in Nashville, dude?
I'm just north of Nashville, but I work in Nashville. I just went actually downtown last weekend for a show. My band was playing the Cambria Hotel. Beautiful place.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, that was a hotel. Luxury hotel. Four-star hotel. Whew. I've never been in such a nice joint. I didn't even want to go to the bathroom. It was so swaggy. Oh, well, yeah, you were a dependent, Snowy. Dependent. My dad was also military, so I was allowed on. I've been on base my whole life.
Wow. I can only go on military installations if I was with my brother.
Cajun Ninja did ask, he said, what's the best discount? I would say that access to Armed Forces insurance and USAA is amazing. My car insurance and my homeowner's insurance is wicked cheap.
Anyways, yeah, so I can go with my brother when he uses his card, right?
Yeah, you can be escorted on.
By my brother, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can also go by yourself. All you have to do is get a pass. You go to the main gate. They'll have a little, like at Fort Campbell, they've got a main gate and a little side building. You pull into the side building, you go in with your driver's license, your proof of registration, and your insurance. You show them all of that. They run your name to the computer, make sure you have no warrants. You're good to go. They ask you, where are you going to be going? I'm going to hit the PX, and then I'm going to go hit the museum. Okay. So then they put museum PX on your paper. They print you out a piece of paper. You put it in the front of your windshield, and then you drive up to the gate. They'll let you in, and then you go do what you want to do. And then when the pass expires, you just throw it away.
Wow.
Did you know there's an authorized position for sex in the military?
Brooke, would you like to come on panel? You're saying all controversial things. Would you like to come on panel? I could put you on. And you can voice your concerns. Jay Greenbaum's not going to be on here too much longer anyway.
No.
Right?
Correct, sir.
So, Brooke, dial if you'd like to come on panel. You're more than welcome.
I can see Michael reading.
Yeah, I'm reading that chat. I mean, I've given her opportunity to come on panel and talk about it instead of put it in live chat.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really good. I think it's always good to do that because it's hard to relay emotion in text, so people aren't sure if you're coming. It's the emotion of a text comes off of the reader. So if somebody's reading it with an angry attitude, then they're going to assume that it's being read as with an angry attitude, and it'll be filtered that way. So it's never easy. I think it's so much easier when you can communicate directly, and I can hear your voice, you can hear mine, you can understand I'm not getting upset, I understand you're not getting upset, and then you can it's so much more of a civil conversation.
Well, she's talking about men.
I understand her position.
Yeah, I you know,
It's an issue that definitely needs to be handled.
she's in the car, so she can't come on panel.
And quite understandably, good driving. Don't want to be doing that. That's unsafe.
I don't want people that are driving on a panel anyway. We need to have safe, diligent drivers.
That's right. Super safe. Super sweet.
Exactly.
I think. Sorry, Cajun Ninja. I have to. It's whom, not who. Sorry.
Who do you want to answer that question?
Whom do you want to answer the question? Sorry, the English in me.
I don't know who she wants to answer that question. Whom does she want to answer that question?
I don't know. I don't have kids, so I really can't say much on the subject.
My kids are all grown up.
You want to adopt me, Michael? Used veteran, still good miles. Huh? I do my own dishes.
I want to get on one of your forts, is what I want.
I wipe my own ass, Michael. I come with my own cereal bowl.
Anyway, I guess us talking about military brought up abortion now.
Uh-oh. Well, that's okay. It's a hot topic apparently right now.
All everybody's talking about. What did Alabama do? What was their deal?
They did the. Well, if you don't mind speaking about it, they did the.
I'm asking you. So
it was the heartbeat law thing that says once they can detect a heartbeat, you can no longer have an abortion.
Wait, what now?
The heartbeat law. Once the heartbeat of the fetus can be detected, it is no longer. You can no longer have an abortion. Heartbeat law.
That's the Alabama law.
Yeah, that's that thing that everyone's getting all up in arms about.
That's why she's probably talking about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a big topic right now, and everybody has their opinion.
I mean, why? I thought it was legal to have an abortion.
In some states, yes. But now Alabama's law says you cannot have an abortion once a heartbeat is detected. Detectable. And generally the thought is that because most women don't realize they're pregnant until 4 weeks, 6 weeks in, by then the heartbeat's already present, so you can't abort.
I thought the Supreme Court ruled.
Well, Jack, see, the problem though is I know you're asking, but Michael is also bringing it up himself. So.
Well, yeah, I brought it up only.
So it's kind of hard to tell people don't talk about it when I'm trying to avoid it, and Michael's being a little prying on asking, so I was happy to oblige. But it's kind of hard to tell people not to when the host of the show is entertaining the idea as well.
Well,
I understand. I'm not super. I'm just saying.
I'm going to be auditing the National Guard 615 news. Hold your horses on that one. This has gotten out of control today, hasn't it?
I don't know. I think it's very well structured right now.
You think so?
I think the chat everyone seems to be very respectful. We're having a touchy subject conversation, but no one seems to be getting out of control with it. I'd say kudos to all and high five for everybody.
There you go. What am I going to do when you're gone? It's 11:45 here.
I know. I'm trying to push it as long as I can.
Oh man,
I got the little kids. I got to do my giveaway today, so all the little kids are excited.
I feel like I'm kind of taking away from you.
Nah, they're okay. They'll wait. You're a cool cat, Michael. Friends first, huh?
Thank you. Appreciate that. Usually and almost always is pretty chill, give or take a two who moan about things and some who read too much. We're a fun group. Yeah,
Absolutely, Allie. I got to see your video of you getting to hang out with Allie. That was dope. Nice meetup.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
That was really cool. I've never actually done a meetup with anybody from YouTube, so someday I'll be excited to do my first one. But that was really cool that you got to do that, man. And Allie, it was cool to get to see you like hanging out with Michael. It was like a mishmash together. It was awesome.
Wait. Sip has a YouTube channel, right?
He doesn't have a YouTube. He has a channel, but there's nothing on it. He just uses it to annoy me.
Well, at least you met. At least you met.
I met Sip before I even had a YouTube channel. So.
Wait, what was that?
I knew Sip before I even had a YouTube channel.
Right. I knew Malcolm. He's got a YouTube channel, but there's nothing on, no content.
You knew him in the middle?
In middle school, yeah.
Malcolm in the middle. Ha!
From the middle school. I met him in, actually, he's called junior high back then.
Yeah, so you knew Malcolm in the middle.
Yep, exactly. I knew Malcolm in the middle school. Hello, Luis Lewis. Wait, what's going on?
You did? I would have touched every book, Allie. I would have put everything out of order, rearranged the pills.
No, don't do that.
Put this pill in that bottle and this pill. You know, it's called pill roulette. Ha ha.
Oh, no, don't do that. I try not to.
I've changed my position on that topic several times. Because if I can hear an argument for something that's better, I'll go with that.
What's that shirt say? U.S. Army.
It's U.S. Army shirt.
Did you get it from the Army?
I don't know where I got it from.
I want to get
I just like it because it's thin. It's nice, but it's very breathable.
so it's good for the summertime.
Yeah. I like to, if I'm wearing like a button up, I like to usually wear this under one. So I have an under t-shirt, but it's not too thick. So I don't get super hot, especially in Nashville downtown. It gets really hot having to be at the bars and all those sweaty people dancing around. It's always humid. People throwing up in the street. Wow. Nashville. Woo.
I will check that out, Ali Sensi.
90 degrees today in Nashville. Yeah, it's hot up here in Clarksville too. 615. Represent the 931. What?
You're in Clarksville? Where is that at?
Outside of Fort Campbell.
I thought isn't Fort Campbell in Tennessee and Kentucky?
It is. The only reason it's called Fort Campbell, Kentucky is because the main gate is in Kentucky. I see. There's 12 gates, of which 4 are in Kentucky, and the other 6 to 8 are in Tennessee. The post office on Post is also on the Kentucky side. I used to drive from Tennessee into Kentucky to cross into the base, and then I had to drive back over the line into Tennessee, once more back into Kentucky before I got to my workplace. So I was just crisscrossing the line all the way.
My brother never made it. He made it to Fort Knox.
Yeah, Fort Knox, where I did my basic, just up the road.
Yeah, how far is Fort Knox from Fort Campbell?
About 2.5 hours.
Oh, so it's a ways.
No, not really. 2-hour drive is nothing. So it's right outside Louisville. And if you get here locally, you must learn how to say Louisville correctly.
Louisville.
So it's spelled Louisville. It's pronounced Louisville, but we say it Louisville. Louisville.
Gotcha.
So we'll know if you're not from here if you say that. Oh, you're going to go up to Louisville. No. Louisville. Silence. I kill you. I kid you, Brooke. I kid. No silence. Cousins in Dover. Oh, okay. Right up the road. Okay. I go to Land Between the Lakes every once in a while. Take the jet ski, the camper. You're going to Delaware. Throw a quarter in the water. Be like George Washington, wasting Americans' taxpayers' money right off the bat.
What did Delaware?
Huh?
What did Delaware?
I don't know. What did she wear? Idaho.
I don't know, Alaska.
I don't know. Alaska.
I don't know, Alaska. I still get.
Finland. Valu Pyrine. I'm sorry if I'm murdering your name. He says he's in Europe. You might not even know where I am. I was born in Europe, so I know a little bit about Europe.
You were born in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you say you were born in England, you're not part of Europe because they're going to get out of the European Union. So they're no.
Well, I wasn't born in England. I was born in Germany. Well, Bavaria.
Right. Bavaria, Germany.
Southern Bavaria in Germany. Yeah.
Where is that, Bavaria?
Southeast, kind of southeastish.
Ah, I see.
Ich heiße wel.
My brother was stationed in Germany.
Du sprechen Sie Deutsch? Mein Deutsch ist nicht, but
I didn't
yeah,
know we had an army in Germany.
what's that?
I didn't know we had an army.
We've had a standing army in Germany since World War II.
Is it still on?
Yeah, of course. It's still a duty station. We
So-
shouldn't be there anymore. We should pull out. We don't need any duty stations in Germany anymore. There's no sense. I don't think the German people are going to go for the Fourth Reich anytime soon. So I think we're okay.
Why do they have one there then?
Because it's the same reason. It's because Germany's demonstrated twice that it couldn't be trusted. So they leave a standing army.
Oh, because World War I and World War II.
Right. I think that's pointless now in this modern day and age. There's no need.
Well,
Germany can more than be trusted.
Germany now, right?
Oh yeah, I served with the German army in Afghanistan. They were great people. I loved them to death. Shocked as hell when they heard I could speak a little German.
See?
I went up to a guy and they have a drink there I like a lot. My mom was a huge fan of it. It's called a Spezi, which
Why isn't Trump pulling them out then?
we should have pulled out of Germany years ago. Same why we don't have a standing army in Japan anymore. We don't need them there. It's no need. I don't know why we're there. It's a waste of U.S. funds. But
Well,
Germany, they like us there because then we provide defense.
We have an army in Japan too.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
Okinawa, they have Marines. There might be like a few naval bases you can get stationed there, but for the most part, we don't have like a big standing army like we do in Germany. There's multiple duty stations there.
or like Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Why are we in there with the Navy there?
That's there so they can have a place to put the terrorists. Out of sight, out of mind.
They let them all go, didn't they?
They released a lot of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But, you got to remember they were being held under, when you take a prisoner of war, they're held under constitutional laws, and a lot of those laws were being ignored. They have a right to a trial. They have a right to an attorney. They have a right to divide their, these people were just being accused. They hadn't been, you're innocent until proven guilty, even if they catch you in the act. So you still have to be proven guilty. So we still have laws here that need to be followed. And if we fail to do so and we act unprofessional, well, then you blew the coop. You blew it. You can't blow it. You got to do it right.
So Obama never closed Guantanamo Bay, did he?
No, it's still very much open.
And the Navy's there, right?
In the Navy.
In the Navy. The
They
Navy.
have pictures of Patrick Swayze in the Navy.
Oh, my. Michael, do you know about Finnish role in World War II? It's crazy. We fight Russians and kind of do win. It's crazy. They do? They're fighting Russians now? The Finnish?
And during World War II, the Finns. I know they did that. The Finn army had some guys that went in, some really badass dudes who went in and they were disrupting Nazi heavy water production. And these dudes were like crazy. They dropped them off in the mountains with like no food, no supplies, left them up there for months in the cold. And they're like, all right, now come down and blow this place up. Those dudes were badass, dude. Badass.
Are there still Nazis in Germany?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, I guess technically the swastika symbol is outlawed in Germany. You're not allowed to even display it, have reproduction. Owning anything with it on there is illegal. There's a big German population down in South America, though.
So they denounce Hitler, then, the Germans right now, right?
Well, of course.
Wow.
The Germans are allies now, dude. They just got led astray. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything.
Why do we have an army over there? Why don't we pull up there?
See, I agree with you. We should have shut that down. But see, though, the Europe
go to the border of Mexico. They should go to the border of Mexico now.
See, though, they like having us there because we provide defense. You don't have to have a giant, big national defense if you've got the U.S. Army there. It's just like the Mexico and Canadian armies. They don't have to have big ones because the North American, there's a pact, and basically the U.S. Army says that if you land on the North American continent anywhere, that's a threat to the United States, and the U.S. will respond. So if they landed in Mexico, the U.S. Army would respond. So Mexico doesn't need a large standing army because they're basically under the umbrella of the U.S. Army. Same with Canada.
I mean, that's where they should. Brooke Dial says should have just pulled over and joined the panel since it's a free place where you can talk politics, laws, and military bases. Brooke Dial, are you home yet?
You can sell that, just not in Germany, junk drawer. And if you find some stuff like that, buy it up. That's great memorabilia. And as a Jew, I find it fascinating. In America, you're more than okay to buy and sell. But I was actually just watching a documentary about a woman. She wrote a book on that, and she went and visited the son of a very prominent Nazi who was like a really bad dude. And they had his Nuremberg trial defense papers. And it was stacks of Nuremberg defense trial paperwork, but it had Nazi insignias on like covers and stuff and paperwork. So he gave her these files so she could put out, or this paperwork so she could release it in her book. The problem was, though, is that her trying to leave Germany, she was in possession of documents that had Nazi swastikas on it. And if they would have checked her bag and saw that, she would have been arrested.
Oh, wow.
But she was just trying to put the story out. So, yeah.
Yeah, we need to go to the border, man. Those guys in Germany that army in Germany needs to go to the border of Mexico. Why not?
There's a lot of countries that enjoy the protection of the U.S. military.
So
they like us.
So
they like us there.
So does Germany pay the army then?
No. You pay for that. I pay for that.
We pay taxes for our army to be in Germany. That's
same for South Korea. They've got a large enough army now. We could do support. We shouldn't have as many bases as we do there now.
Yeah, my brother was stationed in South Korea.
They don't subsidize our presence there either.
Oh, okay, Brooke Dial, it's fine.
And your English is fine, Velu.
Velu, how are you?
Velu. I like that. That's a nice name to say. Velu.
Velu is cool. Velu is.
Velu. You put that little umlaut on the end. Sounds really nice. Velu.
Velu Premium.
No. Ours is voluntary. We don't have any mandatory military service. They like to do that too, because then when you say, I don't want to do this, they're like, you signed up for it. No one made you be here.
Right.
They love to throw that in your face.
They don't have the draft. Nixon abolished the draft. Where are you from? I'm in Salem, Oregon.
All right, I'm gonna do 15 extra minutes with you guys. 15 extra minutes.
All right.
I gotta run. These little kitties are gonna get on me.
All right.
I'd serve in another military if they'd let me. I'd go back if I thought I could do it again. Yeah, I'd do it again. If they could give me a robotic arm to fix this one, yeah, I'd go do some more.
Wow.
I'd go back and get some.
Fua and Marines say what? Semper Fi.
Hoorah. Hoorah.
What is the Navy?
Hoorah, Master Chief.
What does the Navy say?
Because they're bubbles.
Really?
No, I don't know. The Navy probably says hoorah. Well, you got to figure the Marines are basically Navy.
Right. You'll see Marines on a Navy ship, right?
I joke with Marines because it's like a sibling rivalry, and it's okay. So don't get offended if anyone has Marine family or anything like that. It's a joke, and it's amongst veterans, soldiers, Marines, and everything. I always said Marines were Navy that still wanted to pretend they were straight.
Marines say dog face to the Army, right?
I don't know. I fought a few Marines. They hit pretty hard. Got in a fight with them at a bar up in Big Bear. We all had to split before the cops came.
My brother fought a former Army guy because my brother was in the Army at Hunter Airfield. The MPs came out and did nothing to my brother.
Heck yeah. I wouldn't want to fist fight anybody anymore anyway. I prefer to choke them out.
No, that's what he did.
Choke him out's great. Don't hurt him. Too bad.
He beat the Army guy up too while he was in the Army. He beat him up.
That was my favorite part of the military, was doing the fighting each other.
Now
I love fighting each other.
Snowy, he was in the Army. Jay Greenbaum was in the Army.
I was Army Snowy.
U.S. Army, yeah.
Hooah.
Hooah.
I got questioned by the FBI in basic because I was born in Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My
Because
friend
I was getting a security clearance, so they were doing all this background check. Apparently, because I was born in Germany, my recruiter put down I was dual citizen, which I was not. I haven't claimed my German citizenship ever. And so the FBI came to investigate, and they're like, do you work for any governments? I'm like, just you. And they were like, okay. Do you have any ties with this, that, and the other? And I was like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Then I had to go get my birth certificate, and I had to answer a bunch of questions, and they're like, okay. And then I was good to go, and I got to go back to class. I just thought that was very odd. It was really weird. Greenbaum, get over here. There's an FBI agent waiting for you. Go see him. The hell did I do? I've been here for a month. I could have done anything. I couldn't have gotten in too much trouble.
my brother's friend was born in Canada. They went in the buddy system.
Yep.
Al Petrosky and my brother did.
Yep.
They were in basic training. They went into the buddy system, and they were in basic training forward. And the Army guys told Al Petrosky, they put him in a room because he was born in Canada. So they were kind of like leery about that, him being born in Canada and everything. And what happened was they put Al Petrosky in the room, and they said the beds got to be exactly the same way.
Yeah, of course.
That it was assembled. So what he did was he slept on the floor and left the bed like that.
I did that in basic as well. We were I didn't like having to make my bed every morning, so I just slept on the top sheet, and I used my pillow cover sheet. You have to put a sheet over your pillow and then a sheet over your bed. So I would just use the sheet over my pillow to cover myself and sleep under that. So when I woke up in the morning, all I had to do was pull the sheet tight again, and the bed was made.
Right. Well, he slept on the floor because he was afraid that if it was out of place, that he'd get really chewed out.
Velu, Afghanistan's not that bad. It's going to be warm. It's going to be hot in July, but it's not that bad. I had a good time. Peace kind of. Did the Navy have sibling rivalry? The best way to describe the military sibling rivalry is, and again, this will be a little crude, and I apologize, but it's the simplest way to explain it, and everybody will understand it right away. All right. So the Army and the Army and the Marines, those are your big brothers. Okay. They're going to fight with each other for dominance, but they're there. The Air Force is your little brother. Okay. They do their thing. Big brother picks on the Air Force, big brothers fight, pick on the little brother. The Navy is your gay cousin, and the National Guard is, and the Coast Guard is the adopted kid. It's the best way to explain it. That's how everybody treats each other. If you think of it in that mentality, you'll understand how all the branches work and interact with each other. And I know it sounds kind of weird and is like, wow, that could be considered harsh, but that's about a good way to put it. Big brothers, Army, Marines, big brothers, Air Force, little brother, Navy's your gay cousin, Coast Guard is the adopted kid.
How come Navy gets the squid part?
Well, there's squids. I don't know. There's like the Seabees. Now, don't get me wrong. The Navy, the Seabees, they came to our base in Afghanistan to build stuff, and those little busy bees can work. They know how to put buildings up. And in like no time, you see these little worker bees just it look like a little Benny Hill thing. All of a sudden, buildings going up all over the place. The little busy bees. The Coast Guard is adopted. I know it's so crude to say, and I don't mean any disrespect. And my sister's adopted, so I'm just trying to say that's how you can think of the military. I don't mean any disrespect to anyone who might be of homosexual orientation or adopted or of the two. But the point is, though, is that if you use that as a reference, you'll understand how the military thinks of each other.
And like I said, the Marines are jarheads and fancy pants.
Now, don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong, though. If a civilian talked shit to any one of those branches altogether, it doesn't matter. We'll all kick his ass together. You don't talk crap about the other branches. That's my job. It's like no one's going to kick his butt but me. So, you know, if I saw a Coast Guard guy getting hassled by somebody, I don't care. I'm jumping in. That's a brother in arms. But then when I'm done, I'm going to pick on him for being in the Coast Guard.
I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait to get to the National Guard.
Very well said, Snowy. Very well said.
Well, my kind of Navy, says Allie. Navies are squid.
Hey, I kid you not. Fabulous Buildings Alley. They had marble floors in our B dock in Afghanistan. That was pretty sick. Nice marble flooring. I was very special. That's fabulous.
Is their army still in Afghanistan?
Yeah.
But it's police state, right?
They do a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Not many have been killed though by those guys. I mean, there's
they do like consult work. They advisories, more advisors. There's bases. I'm sure they have their own, but they pretty much like we only assist now instead of taking lead roles. So you do in the military what's called left seat, right seat ride. So left seat ride is where you take a new person and you'll do the job while they watch you. Then you do what's called right seat ride, where they do the job and you observe them doing the job. Then you do full takeover, where they do the job completely and you just stand back and watch. Make sure everything is, you're there in case.
Why don't we just get out of those places, man?
That's what we do.
No, I mean, why don't we just get the hell out of there and go to the Mexican border again?
Well, Afghanistan was an international security assistance force. So we were invited into, and we took on that responsibility to help these people. You don't drop your friends once you say you're going to help them. That's a very bad way to build relations.
We need to get the military out of these foreign countries and go to our.
Now, like I said, the Afghan people, though, were amazing people. I think the village outside of my base, I thought the people were wonderful. They always brought nice stuff, and I always bought my lunch from the little kid on the bike. And everybody was very polite. I loved the guards I worked with. I worked with the Afghan guards. They were wonderful people. I had no problems with everybody. Everybody got along pretty well there, but I get along with everyone. So,
did you ever shoot and kill anyone, like a Taliban cult or anything like that?
I have never directly, but indirectly.
What do you mean by indirectly? You're not allowed.
There's differences. I did not directly shoot somebody. I indirectly participated.
Oh, like filled some artillery to someone?
No, I didn't. I wasn't artillery.
Oh.
I did my role.
He's not allowed to say. It's top secret.
Well, I understand, Snowy. Well, if you think about it like this, I heard a joke on that one. I know gay means happy, and the reason this is just a joke, so don't take it offensively.
I'm happy and gay, guys. Right.
Well, because someone said, "Oh, have you ever noticed why they call homosexual males gay? It's because there's no women in their lives. They're happy."
Oh. Well, they won't be around any PMS walking around.
Oh, that's funny. It's a joke, though. I have lots of friends who are gay.
Now,
I'll say this though. I like going when I was in California. I used to go with a few of the homosexual soldiers. I'm not going to say their names because they may not want me to say it, although it's completely fine. But nobody would go with them to the bars in North Hollywood except me. I love going to the bars in North Hollywood. I'm straight, but one, it was nice when guys would buy me a drink. Somebody buying me a drink for once was cool. And two, because I was straight, everybody wanted to flirt with me and talk with me. Everybody. And it was very much of an attention whore kind of thing, but it was fun. And everybody, you can get out there and you can have one of those fruity drinks, like like a pineapple lemon twisty, and no one's gonna look at you weird because you're not having a Bud Light. Oh, it was great. Like, these drinks are delicious and they're fruity and yummy. And why would I drink beer when I can have this? Oh, because you'll get razzed.
While you were in the Army, were you ever called dog face?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Have you ever heard the term for the Army dog face?
not that I'm aware of.
Wow. Because my brother used to say, Marines call us dog face. We call them jarheads and fancy pants. How do they get fancy pants? Because of their dress uniform?
Who, the Marines?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Those Class A's are sharp.
Aren't they, though?
Oh my God, the Marines Class A uniform is sexy.
They look great when they're doing the, saluting the president.
Well, you got to polish a turd up somehow, I guess. No, I'll give them that, dude. The Marines killed it on their uniform. That is a freaking sharp uniform, dude. I can nothing against that. I can't say the Army uniform is, and the greens were okay. I liked my greens. They were good, and my uniform looked nice. But the Marines, man, that is just sharp, dude. That is just sharp.
Fancy pants, man.
Fancy pants, right there. I'll tell you, man. Though, that there's nothing. The Marine uniform is pretty slick.
I agree.
Now their daily uniform, we always joked about because they have to put their name on their butts. So we always said that you know who you were hitting it from behind with, so you could read their name. But that's a joke. It's another joke. Army humor.
What a fancy pants.
In my time, gay bars were first presented and living. I would, regress to. Ha. Well, I just used to go because of one. I literally just liked having someone pay for my drinks on the weekend, and going. It was a nice atmosphere. They always had good music. I like dance music, and that was a good place to go for that. Free drinks, free food. Everybody wanting to hang out with you. Heck yeah, that sounds like a great time. Everybody has. Oh, and my friends would be like, "Oh, leave him alone. He's straight. He's straight." Oh, really? And it would be like, it was fun, and it's fun. They're fun people. Great groups of people to hang out with.
There you go.
And they raise the property value, so woohoo!
You went to North Hollywood?
Absolutely.
That place is a dump, dude. North Hollywood, California is a dump.
I know. I have been all over California. California was great, man.
No offense to the San Fernando Valley of North Hollywood. No offense, guys.
I'm approaching my time, Michael.
Oh, rats, man. You're gonna do your thing, and I should get off anyway. Actually, I want to visit West Hollywood West Hollywood's fine, and the Hollywood Hills are where the movie stars, like that, live, and they live in Malibu, California, and all those stars, all those Hollywood stars that like to live in California. Live there. But, oh yeah, I like the Schwarzenegger.
California. I'm governor. I'm the governor of California, and I was also the Terminator.
Say bend over, I'll be back.
Bend over. I'll be back.
Go to the chopper.
Do the chopper. Do it now.
I miss that guy, man. Over on the 101 and Hollywood traffic, 101 with the 405. Yeah, it's pretty bad there. Skirball. Yeah. Was the Navy SEAL shot bin Laden, right?
There's a funny story about that.
Now, let me hear the story before you go.
So, we had just gotten back from Afghanistan. 5 a.m. that morning. By 7 a.m., I was back to post, and by 9 a.m., I was in Vegas. So we landed in. I got to Vegas with a few of my buddies. We had literally just got back from Afghanistan, and we went. I had to go buy clothes because I didn't have any clothes. All I had was my uniform that I was wearing.
Did you land? Did you land it at McLaren Airport or Nellis?
It's a secret military airport we flew out of.
No, but I mean when you landed in Vegas, was it Nellis?
I didn't land in Vegas. We landed in California at our military base, and then we drove to Vegas.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's why I was like, I got back to my barracks at 7, and by 9 a.m. we drove from 7 to 9 to Vegas.
I see.
So, again, no clothes because I don't have any of my stuff. So I had to buy clothes as soon as the stores opened, get out of my uniform. We got a hotel room and everything, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, end of the night, though, we were at the bar, Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill at the Harris. And I was talking to people, and I was like, I just got back from Afghanistan. And they said, when did you get back? And I'm like, 12 hours ago. They're like, oh, that's awesome. What did you do there? I was like, I was just, on my tour, da-da-da-da-da-da. And somebody asked me, what do you think about Osama bin Laden? And I said, I was being a smartass, okay? I was just being a smartass. And I was like, don't worry about Osama bin Laden. Trust me. Just he's no big deal. I don't think we need to worry about Osama bin Laden. It's no big deal. And they were like, okay, cool. The next morning when we woke up, they were posting on the news that they got him. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are going to think that I was telling them that because I knew. And it wasn't that I knew, I was just being a smartass.
Oh,
but I'm telling people, I just got back from Afghanistan 12 hours ago. Don't you worry about Osama bin Laden. Bah!
Oh man!
And again, just being a smart-ass dumb kid. That's it. And
well, they're thinking that you already knew because you were an Army guy.
They think I might have known because I was either part of the operation, I was there. Because of course the moment they got him, they didn't say. It would still be like a couple days later that they would release that info once it finally traveled back. I don't know, man. It was just funny that the timing of that lined up. So I'm telling people, literally, just got back into the States. 12 hours ago, I was in Afghanistan. Here I is.
Oh my God.
It wasn't 12. It was probably more than 12 hours.
I bet you knew.
I had no knowledge. I had no knowledge. No knowledge whatsoever.
Even though it was Navy SEAL that shot him, you knew because you were.
See, what I was going off of, though, was that my dad and I had watched Osama bin Laden videos when he was putting them out back in the day. And we had noticed in some of the videos that he had started covering up his right arm. His head wrap looked extra thick and he was pale. And my dad, being prior military, was looking at the video and he's like, he's been injured. And I was like, you think so? And he's like, yeah. He's been injured. The head wrap is to keep his head warm. He had an extra wrap on. His arm isn't being shown for a reason, and he looks pale like he's had blood loss. I bet he was hurt in an attack somewhere. So Dad and I were thinking that at the time that he had been seriously injured and wasn't doing very well in good health. So I was saying he wasn't an issue. I had no idea.
Are there conspiracy theorists saying that they didn't really kill him?
I don't think he's dead.
What?
No, he's not dead.
What? They didn't kill him? Navy SEAL.
Osama bin Laden was a CIA operative.
Well, yeah, we helped him during the Russia-Afghanistan war.
Yeah. We didn't kill him. That's what they said, but we didn't kill Osama bin Laden. Or if we did,
they didn't even show his body, right?
Do what?
They didn't even show his dead body, right?
No, they did not. Now, Uday and Qusay, they blew them up and then put them right on TV. But that was to make because the Iraqi people were so afraid of Uday and Qusay that the only way to relieve the fears that they won't come back and get you is to show their dead bodies.
Yeah, how come they didn't show Osama bin Laden's dead body? Why didn't they show it on TV?
Ein moment bitte.
How do we know?
House of Beauty speaking the cutie.
How do we actually know? Of course, that's like conspiracy theory when people say we didn't really do the moon landing and all that. That was a hoax. In 1969, when they had the astronauts land on the moon. That's Hollywood, people. These conspiracy theories crack me up, guys. Totally.
Okay, so good news is if you want to go a little bit longer, I have to wait for my buddy to get here before I start this giveaway. So we've got extra time.
Can you stay?
I can stay.
Good.
I can play. I can stay and play.
Awesome. We're here. The Bin Laden thing, I totally believe that. The Bin Laden thing that you don't believe that he's really dead.
If he is dead,
Huh?
if he is dead,
Who? Oh,
Bin
if
Laden.
he's dead.
there was another reason for killing him other than what they presented. If he's dead. I think though that this guy escaped and they knew that he knew and they're just letting him live out his days in quiet. And so no one will bother him anymore. They faked his death. Because he was a CIA operative. We backed him in Russia. And then when we cut his funds off, he may have started some stuff. He was intelligent. And then they were like, listen, you can't do this anymore. But you have the most recognizable face in the world. What do we do to get rid of you, make you disappear? Well, we stage a killing of you and dump the body so no one can ever deny or confirm. And you need to disappear into Pakistan, which is where they got him anyway. He was already in Pakistan. So he just disappeared probably farther into Pakistan, unless I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me.
They didn't show his dead body or face or anything. They just said, news reports say that they dumped.
Well, they dumped his body in the ocean, which is very odd.
Which is, I think that was from like his burial, his religious burial, that they do that.
I would have done that. I would have taken his body back for DNA testing to verify we got the right person, and then I would have put it all over the TV for every American person to see what our money went for. We got the SOB. So that's why something fishy doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah, and like I said, it seems fishy that the news coverage didn't show his face and being dead and all that.
You can't have news coverage in Pakistan. It's not the easiest thing to get. But they should have at least had – the body should have been returned to the United States, and they should have publicly displayed we should have been known what happened, period. You can't say that a dictator is not taken out. If I don't see the body, I don't believe it. You know, that's why I like what they did with Uday and Qusay. They blew their bodies up, killed the shit out of them, sewed their bodies back together to make them sort of recognizable, and then they put it all over TV.
They didn't do that.
Like, look,
with Bin Laden, though.
These guys right here, they tortured you. They messed with your lives, made it horrible. Yeah, they're dead on slabs now. We got them for you. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
John Wright, you have a great day, sir.
John Wright, take care. Enjoy your weekend.
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
So you actually think Bin Laden's still alive, right?
Not now. He's probably dead from age or whatever, but I don't think he was killed in the manner. I think maybe he was sick and he was like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Can you just fake kill me so everyone can leave me alone and I can just die in peace?
Oh, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly on that.
Either way, it's just a thought.
Yeah.
But good times in Vegas, getting back. Nothing like 24 hours from war to Vegas. I got so hammered. Taught my liver a lesson. Like, you want a year off? I'll show you.
In a way, I could see that Bin Laden wasn't killed. I could see that.
I could too as well. You know,
except even though
when you're on the FBI's most wanted list, #1 most wanted list, and you're like, look, I was a CIA operative. I did all this work for you guys. Can you just leave me alone and get everybody off my back? I just want to die in peace, be left alone in Pakistan. You know, what do you do? Okay, we'll fake getting you. It'll look good for the U.S. people. It'll look good for the army the military, because we got what we were set out to do was get Bin Laden. We got him.
The name shooter.
But he wants to go about his business and not bother anybody too. It seems like a win-win for everyone. We get our objective. You go quietly into the good night.
And we as American citizens are happy he's gone. Pretty much. Right?
I guess so. It's a win-win for everybody if you sell it that way. Again, though, I don't know. That's just an idea.
It's possible.
I guess it's also possible they did the operation and reported it exactly the way it was, and it went down, and that was that. I guess.
And
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And the Navy SEALs killed him.
SEAL Teams. It's interesting though that a lot of members of SEAL Team 6 were killed not long after that.
Yeah.
Just interesting. Yup.
Do you believe astronauts landed on the moon or not?
I know astronauts landed on the moon.
How
Simple tests can be done to determine that.
How's that with the moon rocks?
I believe it was Apollo.
I mean, some people believe it.
I want to say it was Apollo 16 that placed a reflector array on the moon that had to be precisely lined up by human hands to point back. And now astronomers can do a test where you fire a laser at a known location on the moon. It will hit this array and bounce back to you, and that's how they measure the how far it is to the moon. So if we were never there, that array could never have been set up. So that proves we at least were there. Did we go when we said we did? No, we did not land on the moon when we said we did. They went there, and the footage was unusable because it got ruined. They landed. They're like, we can't do this, and they reduplicated it in a soundstage.
Oh, I believe I don't believe there was conspiracy on that.
They went to the moon. It just wasn't done. What we were shown was not the moon landing, but they did go to the moon.
They did do the moon landing though, too, right?
Yes, they landed on the moon when they said they did. They just didn't show us that.
They were walking on the moon too, right?
They did, absolutely, absolutely. The moon landing was real. The footage was faked.
Why is that?
Because what happened, I believe, I can't say for sure because I wasn't there, but what I believe was is that they weren't familiar with what it was going to be like to film in space or how to document this, and the type of camera they used the film would have been messed up from cosmic radiation with no atmosphere to filter it. So I think when they got into space and they tried to film it to show as propaganda, look what we can do, they're like, this footage is horrible. We can't use any of it. The lighting isn't correct. Nothing is right. You know, we can't get the shots. It's too dangerous. Let's just let them go. And then when they come back, we'll keep them in low Earth orbit for some stuff, for shooting of stuff. But then we'll shoot the rest of the scenes on Earth, and we'll portray it as close to what we saw them get or what they described. But that would be more likely to me because it's just, you can't prepare for things like that. The Van Allen radiation belt, everyone likes to complain about. You can go through the Van Allen radiation belt just fine as long as you're not in it for prolonged exposure. You'll be fine. I was exposed to radiation. It doesn't kill you like, and you fall over dead. It's a slow mutation stripping of your genome. So you have time, and it won't kill you to be in there. But I don't think that the footage they got was quality enough to show the Russians, because that's what the whole point of the space program was to show that we got the better German Nazi scientists in Operation Paperclip, and that we were able to have interstellar. We could take the Cold War to space if needed, but the footage looked horrible. It didn't come out right. It was too dangerous. So they reshot it on a film stage here. But then they tried. The problem where it arises, though, is that when you don't tell the American people, if they would have just said, look, the footage is shitty, and here's what we got. Now we're going to reduplicate it so you can have a better understanding. That would have been acceptable to me. But if you look at the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick, that was pre-moon landing. And the footage from the moon landing looks very much like his Space Odyssey 2001, the movements, everything. And Kubrick has always hidden in a lot of films some very cryptic stuff pointing towards that he was part of the moon landing as a faking the moon landing. The faking of the moon landing video. The video was fake. The moon landing was real.
Wow.
It just, they wanted a nice, pretty package to present, and it didn't come out that way, so they doctored it.
Interesting.
In my opinion. And what do we know about opinions, Michael? They can be wrong.
Opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has one.
And they stink.
And it stinks. And they stink and it stinks. Well, I got a question for you.
I've got an answer.
Okay. What's the best barbecue restaurant in your city?
In my city?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would have to say Witt's Barbecue, and it is getting ready to be closed because 2 weeks ago the owners were murdered.
It was called With Barbecue?
Witt's.
Whoa, Wits?
Witt's Barbecue. It was a local owned place, and the 2 owners just got murdered like a week and a half ago.
Oh my God, really?
I know, right? No more barbecue. That's so terrible.
Well, don't you have another barbecue place?
You said in town.
Oh, yeah, in your city.
In my city, yeah, I don't do a whole lot of barbecue. There's a guy, he bought a 5-ton. It's called Veteran BBQ or something like that. And he drives his 5-ton around for advertising. I've never been in there, but it looks good. If you go to Nashville, though, you got to go to Jack's Barbecue on Broadway next to across the street from Tootsie's.
Okay, how about Memphis Barbecue? Memphis, Tennessee Barbecue.
Memphis Barbecue is there's no bad barbecue in Memphis.
Oh, really? Well, what's
just find somebody with a big grill.
Uh,
Okay, and he's got that smoker going, and he's got them ribs on there.
okay.
Just find any one of those people, and they've got amazing barbecue. Everywhere in Memphis has great barbecue.
Okay, what's your favorite one in Memphis?
I don't know. I like to go to the little vendors that don't have names. Because then you're going to get a family secret recipe from down there, and
how about
like this.
how about a restaurant that you've been to in Memphis that has your favorite?
I haven't been to Memphis in years, man.
Oh wow.
It's been a while since I don't go to Memphis that often.
Someone said
it's kind of a drive.
Someone said Famous Dave's.
Famous Dave's? I know Famous Dave's.
Where is that at? Memphis?
That's downtown on Broadway.
Where you're at? Or in Memphis?
No, that's in Nashville.
Oh, in Nashville?
When I go down there for like clients or anything like that, or for the band members, that's when I'll go hang out in Nashville. I don't particularly like going to Nashville because I have to put on this show for them, and I don't like it.
Ah, I see.
But it's part of the gig, so.
Well, it's 12:33. I said 12:43 is when I'm going to sign up.
Did you? Famous Dave's. Yeah, we've got one downtown. That's awesome. I've never been to a Famous Dave's. I've seen it.
Yeah, one.
Dick's Last Resort. You should go to that one, Michael.
What's that one?
Dick's Last Resort.
What is that?
You get to be rude to the waiter, and the waiter gets to be rude to you.
I can't help.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Sounds like the pantry in Los Angeles.
Oh, it's so much fun. You get to be a dick, and they get to be a dick to you.
I don't think I'll ever go to that place. Where is it at?
They've got them all over. There's one in Nashville. There's one in Vegas. They're a chain. They're great though, man. You get to be rude.
And they're rude back at you.
Yeah, absolutely. We ordered our food and everything like that. The waiter's like, "Hurry up, give me what you want to eat." Like I care. And so we're like, "Okay, we'll order this." They brought our food to the table. My buddy's like, "Hey, where's my food?" And they're like, "You see that window over there with that plate? That's yours. Go get it." I ordered a shot of Jack, and the girl gave me a shot of Jim, and she's like, "You better tip me well, because I gave you alcohol." I'm like, "That's not what I asked for." So I tipped her 1 penny on the receipt. But then I went back and gave her like $3 afterward. But the point is to be a dick.
That sounds like the pantry in Los Angeles. Only the waiters and waitresses could be.
Louisa said, "Memphis barbecue so good it make you want to slap your mama."
Oh wow!
Big Brother's barbecue. Brothers Barbecue. So good, make you want to slap your mama. "Hey, mama, what's up, boy?" That movie was great.
They're mean. I'd like to go.
I love that movie so much. Oh, Friday After Next was great.
Wow.
Did you ever see that one, Michael?
What's out?
Friday After Next.
No, I never saw that. Is it good?
Did you ever see Friday?
No.
Did you ever see Next Friday?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Michael.
You know,
Michael.
are they good?
They're funny as hell.
Hmm.
Ice Cube. No, excuse me. Is it Ice Cube? Yes, Ice Cube was in the first one with Chris Rock, and then I forget the name of the actor they got to play Day Day. He's a very famous comedian. I'm actually disappointed in myself for not remembering. But he played a great Day Day. Day Day was hilarious.
Wow.
Ooh, Rendezvous Barbecue. That sounds good. Ooh, that sounds good.
Let's see. Showboat and Corky's. I think Rendezvous Barbecue sounds really great.
That sounds great. You know, meeting up for some barbecue, rendezvous.
There you go. Rendezvous with Louisa Lewis in Memphis.
Oh, I would go tear up some ribs.
How far are you from Memphis? 4-hour drive?
Yeah, 3. I could do it in 3.
3?
Mike Epps, thank you. Mike Epps. Oh my gosh, Just Suppose. I can't believe I can't remember Mike Epps. He's a hilarious comedian. He is great. One of my favorite comedians of all time, Mike Epps.
Wow.
Uh-oh, did someone get in trouble?
Riley, let's not talk about those things, please. You don't need to know.
Uh-oh. What the?
All good in the hood now. Now I want Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
I love Sweet Baby Ray's.
Is it good? Is it better than Bullseye?
Oh, God, yes.
We had some Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's is good, man. You get the honey barbecue one. Oh, Sweet Baby Ray's. Now, don't get me wrong. Bullseye is good, too, but it's like ketchup compared to Sweet Baby Ray.
Wow. Because I had Bullseye. I had some Sweet Baby Ray's, but ran out of it. I'll have to have my wife pick up some more of that.
Yes, definitely. I hear you, Allie. I love ribs. But see, I'm the kind of weird one where I don't eat my ribs with my hands. I pick the rib up and I strip all the meat off the bone. Then you have a nice big plate of rib meat. I don't like having it all over my face and hands.
Oh, you take a knife and fork and strip
Yes,
it off?
I strip them off the bone.
I'll have to do
I don't know. I don't like getting messy when I eat.
I'll have to do that. Do it that way. Sounds good.
Won't you play with my stream, Aleem? So I'm gonna go live on mine, but I'm not gonna talk to him yet. Let him build up.
When are you gonna go live?
I'm doing a giveaway today for the kids.
What do you give away?
Prizes off the game. You know, a lot of kids don't have the money to pay for some of these things, so good old Sergeant G-Bomb jumps in there, and I throw a few $100 their way to help them buy some of the stuff they like in the game and get some prizes. And it's a good way to meet new people and have the kids come in and win.
Cool.
I never win because I always lose because they kick my butt. But it's not about that. It's about having a good time.
That's cool.
And it's fun to give away stuff. I'm not going to lie. It's twice as fun.
Uh-huh. Cool. Tony Vera is live. LAX star. Goes to LAX International Airport, Los Angeles. I'm sure Greenbaum's been there before.
Where's that, good sir?
LAX.
Yes, flown out of LAX several times.
Yep, I knew it. I've been on there. I've been there a few times myself. Let's see, I got 3 minutes left, is it? 12:43. Actually, I got 1 minute, but I'm gonna go till 12:43. 2 hours and 1 more minute. Three more minutes actually. Well, I'm gonna go to. So you can start your live stream soon if you'd like. You can do it.
Well, I'm
now.
going to start it now, and that'll give them time to build in. I'm just not going to talk to them.
You gonna show them your face or not?
No, they don't get to see my face. I saved that for you guys.
Oh, there you
See
go.
this? This isn't for everyone.
Oh, there you go. I'm in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go, so you can do your.
You're fine. No rush. I'm actually not going to even start until my buddy gets here. I'm just letting it.
Oh,
All right. So the way the Fortnite thing works is you kind of have to wait for everyone to build up anyway before we can get playing. So this just gives everybody time to get in, let their friends know, hey, the giveaway is about to happen. Come win, blah, blah, blah. And I still have to go buy V-Bucks. I still have to buy the prizes, right? I got to go pay for the prizes right now so I can give them out. So I'm going to do that here in just a second. But while I set everything up, this is how it works.
well, I'm gonna have to go in like 1 minute.
I'll hang out with you until you're done, Mr. Michael.
Okay, one more minute, because that gives me 2 hours. It's 2 hours now, but I'm said 12:43, so I don't have to do this later on. And that will be it. I got 2 hours in already, but I'm going to take off because my wife will say, how long were you on? You should be on 2 hours. That's it.
Woo, right on the money.
Wait, who's on money?
Oh, I said right on the money. I'm just setting some stuff up.
Oh, I see.
I like when things work out right on the dot.
Right. Mine's not on the dot, though, but it will be.
All right, let me go buy these things for the
Thank you,
kids.
everyone. I'm just typing that. And it's there. I see a giveaway Fortnite, win prizes. What can I buy for you? Custom J Green Mom is live. And
Yeah.
J Green Mom, I got your notification. So I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take off.
All right. Go hit that thumbs up button for me before you do. Well, you don't have to. Wait till it's over. Wait till your stream is over, then you go. Just smash the thumbs up.
I
will.
I will.
Thank you, sir. That helps. The more thumbs up you get, the more kids get to see the stream, the more chances I have to let more people play.
Okay, I will thumbs up your video or your live stream. I mean,
You, sir, are the man.
you are the man.
You are the man
Hoo-yah.
with a plan. Who
Hoo-yah.
can?
God bless you all. God bless J Green Mom. I'm going to go and hit your thumbs up as soon as I end the stream, and I'm ending it now. Okay.
Quick thing, guys. If you want to, you're welcome to come over and hang out on my stream. Just because you don't play Fortnite, that's still okay. Come hang out and chat.
All right. That's it. God bless. God bless everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for coming. Bye.